Hello students, I welcome you all once again. In the previous class, we have learned about the chemical reactivity of alkyl halides. Have you studied, students? Hope you have watched those videos. Okay, so what did we learn under chemical reactivity of alkyl halides? We have learned that alkyl halides are highly reactive. Why are they highly reactive, students? Because of the carbon-halogen bond. And also we have seen that carbon-halogen, that is CX bond, is highly polarized. Why is it highly polarized? Because of the greater difference in the electronegativities of carbon and halogen. Which one is more electronegative, students? Carbon or halogen? Halogen is more electronegative than carbon. Thereby, X acquires a small negative charge and C acquires a small positive charge. Okay, so when a nucleophilic reagent approaches, X with its small negative charge comes out as X minus. What is X minus? It is halide ion. Okay, and there is a small positive charge on carbon. Because of this positive charge on carbon, alkyl halides show two types of reactions. Do you remember what those two types of reactions are? Nucleophilic substitution and elimination reactions. Okay, so in this class we will be learning about substitution reactions. Okay, so what is a substitution? It is nothing but, generally, what's the meaning of the word substitution? It is nothing but replacement. Okay, so substitution reactions in alkyl halides. So look at the definition given here. The replacement of a halogen by a nucleophile is called as nucleophilic substitution. What is it, students? When a halogen is substituted by a nucleophile, it is called as nucleophilic substitution. Okay, and these reactions, means nucleophilic substitution reactions, are most common in alkyl halides. Okay, you understood the definition? The replacement of a halogen by a nucleophile is called as nucleophilic substitution, and these reactions are most commonly seen in alkyl halides. Okay, now the carbon atom of CX bond, which has small positive charge, it becomes a good site for the attack by nucleophiles. What are these nucleophiles, students? They are electron-rich species. Okay, so electron-rich species can be called as nucleophiles. Okay, so as carbon of CX bond in alkyl halides has small positive charge, it is easily attacked by the nucleophiles. Okay, so look at the reaction given below. Rx. Rx means what? Alkyl halide plus Nu minus. Nu minus means it is a nucleophile which is electron rich. Okay, so when nucleophile approaches Rx, that is alkyl halide, what is happening? RNU is formed. Okay, now X is removed and in its place nucleophile is being substituted. Okay, RNU plus X is coming out as X minus, that is halide ion. Understood, students? Am I clear? Okay, Rx plus Nu minus gives RNU plus X minus. Okay, now hope you understood what nucleophilic substitution is. Substitution or replacement of a halogen by a nucleophile is nucleophilic substitution. Okay. Now, these nucleophilic substitution reactions are of two types. So, depending on the mechanism, these can be classified into two types. What are they, students? SN1 and SN2 reactions. Okay. So, what are the two types? SN1 and SN2 reactions. First, we will see SN1 reactions. These can also be called as unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reactions. What are they called, students? Unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reactions. Okay. Now, what are these SN1 reactions? Nucleophilic substitution reactions which proceed through unimolecular mechanism. Underline that point, students. The nucleophilic substitution reactions which proceed through unimolecular mechanism, they are called as SN1 reactions. So what is this S, what is this N, and what is this 1? S is substitution, N is nucleophilic, and 1 means unimolecular. Okay, students, clear? Okay, the nucleophilic substitution reactions proceeding through unimolecular mechanism. So, SN1, S means substitution, N is nucleophilic, and 1 unimolecular. Hope I made this clear, students? Fine. Now, the rate of SN1 reactions depends only on the concentration of alkyl halide. It is not depending on the concentration of nucleophile. Okay. The rate of SN1 reactions depends only on the concentration of alkyl halide and independent of the nucleophile. So how do we represent it? Rate proportional to concentration of alkyl halide. Alkyl halide we represent it by Rx. Okay, concentration means we will show in the form of brackets. Okay, so rate of SN1 proportional to concentration of alkyl halides. Okay, now these SN1 reactions, they are completed in 2 steps. Okay, students, you understood now what SN1 reaction is? SN1 is also called as unimolecular nucleophilic substitution. So what is S? Substitution. What is N? Nucleophilic. What is 1? Unimolecular. Okay. So the rate depends only on the concentration of alkyl halide. And these reactions are taking place in 2 steps. So let us see what those 2 steps are. Okay. Now in the first step, which is called as slow step. Generally, in a reaction, the slow step will be the rate determining step, students. Okay, the step which helps us to know the rate of reaction. Okay, so we have seen SN1 reactions takes place in 2 steps. So the first step is the rate determining step, which is a slow step. So what is happening in this step? The alkyl halide ionizes to give carbonium ion. What is it, students? The alkyl halide ionizes to give carbonium ion. Okay, just drop your eyes down and I have written the reaction here, Rx. What is Rx? Alkyl halide. Okay, so I have written above the arrow slow and below the arrow rate determining step. So what is happening in the first step? It is being ionized into R plus and X minus. Okay. What is R plus, students? It is called as carbonium ion. Okay. So Rx is being ionized into R plus plus X minus. This is the first step, that is a slow step, or what is it called as? Rate determining step. Okay. Now what is happening in the second step? So carbonium ion, which is formed in the first step, it combines with the nucleophile to form the final product. Okay. So carbonium ion is denoted by R plus. This R plus is now reacting or combining with the nucleophile, that is Nu minus, and it is forming RNu, which is the final substituted product. Okay, and this step is the fast step. Therefore, I have written in the second fast step, carbonium ion combines with the nucleophilic reagent to form the final substituted product. Okay, so these 2 steps in the form of reaction, students, once again for you. Rx, it is the slow step, ionizes to give R plus plus X minus. R plus is carbonium ion, X minus is halide ion. Okay. Next, this R plus combines with the nucleophile Nu minus in the second fast step to form RNu, which is the final product. Okay. Now, since the rate determining step, that is the first step or slow step, involves only one molecule. What is that one molecule? Alkyl halide, that is Rx. This mechanism is called to be unimolecular and is labeled as SN1. Okay, so since the rate determining step is involving only one molecule, that is Rx, the mechanism is termed as unimolecular and labeled as SN1. Okay, clear students? So this you are supposed to write under SN1 reactions. In the next class, I will be teaching you stereochemistry of SN1 reactions. Please don't miss any of my videos. Watch the complete videos and write down all your points in your notebook so that it will be easy for you to study and practice. Okay students, thank you.